The Cowboys pretty much tip off their draft plans every single year because their 30 visits list is riddled with names and positions that we know they are interested in. And this year is no different. So far, we have 23 confirmed visits. And let me say this before we get into the video, Dallas will take guys that they've met with. I mean, come on, it's the Cowboys. They want familiarity at all costs. Let's get into it. Going into this entire process, we've had our eyes on a couple of positions because there are obvious needs on this team. The big three have been offensive line, linebacker, running back, in whatever order you want to put those in. So let's take a look at the names on the 30 visit list. And what's important to look at here is the consensus grades that these players have, because it's a good indication of where they're kind of projected to go in this draft. Because the Cowboys aren't meeting with Joe Alt. Joe Alt isn't on this list, the top-rated tackle from Notre Dame, because he probably won't fall past the 7th overall pick. He would obviously be the Cowboys pick if he was there at 24, but there's no point in the Cowboys visiting with him. So let's look at the name that Dallas feels like they have a chance at drafting. For first-round offensive linemen that the Cowboys have met with, the names are Talise Fuaga, offensive tackle from Oregon State, Troy Fontenot, offensive lineman from Washington, Jackson Powers Johnson, center from Oregon, Graham Barton, interior offensive lineman from Duke, and Kingsley Suamataia, I probably butchered that, offensive tackle from BYU, who is not a first-round tackle for me, but we'll throw him in here because he was a visit and he is close, I guess, on the consensus board. All of those names have been heavily mocked, linked, etc. to the Cowboys so far through this process. Some names obviously more than others because of where they're expected to go in this year's draft. Now, we know that the Cowboys are interested in first-round offensive linemen, but it's hard to decipher what their plan is with Tyler Smith from this list of names. They're meeting with 3 tackles in Fuaga, Fontenot, and Suamataia. They're meeting with 2 interior guys in Barton and Powers Johnson, so I can't really tell what they're wanting to do there. I really think that Tyler Smith's position hinges on who is available in the draft. They take Barton, Tyler Smith's your left tackle. I'm not sure I really love that plan, but I do think that is the plan. So that's a lot of first-round graded linemen. Now let's take a look at the linebackers, and here we have some more familiar names. And once again, a very tight-knit group of where these guys are expected to go in the draft. The Cowboys have met with 3 second-round linebackers: Edgerrin Cooper from Texas A&M, Peyton Wilson from North Carolina State, and Junior Colson from Michigan. All 3 of them rank around where the Cowboys are going to be picking in the second round. But that's not all of the second round players that they've met with. This time it's running backs: Trey Benson from Florida State and Jonathan Brooks from the University of Texas. 2 names that are consistently linked to Dallas, and I really want to know what they think of each of these 2 guys. How is Brooks and Benson stacked on their board? If both players are sitting there, which I don't think they will be, who are they taking in round 2? Is it Brooks? Is it Benson? Cowboys have also met with some later round runners as well. Braylon Allen, the running back from Wisconsin, Bucky Irving, the running back from Oregon. While they have met with offensive linemen, linebackers, and running backs, there are a couple positions kind of sprinkled in there, like wide receiver with Malachi Corley from Western Kentucky, defensive linemen like Byron Murphy, the defensive tackle from Texas, and Darius Robinson, the edge from Missouri. But overall, I think I have a really good idea of what the Cowboys are planning to do. I think it goes offensive lineman in round 1. What's a higher grade in round 2? Is it a running back or a linebacker? And then in round 3, whichever one you didn't get in round 2, you do in round 3.